based on what we've covered. And after that, we are going to be introducing a new, or we're just going to, get down to the topic that we've been talking about. So, okay, sorry, I'm a little bit distracted. I'm trying to record this. Okay, sorry. So I'm back now. Um, okay, fine. So we've been working on Figma for the past 5 days now. So I want to know, Dauda, have you used Figma before? Dauda, are you there? Hello, Dauda, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there, sir. I'm there, sir. I'm there, sir.
Yes, so I
How are
was
you doing,
asking
sir?
if you've used Figma before.
Sir?
Have you used Figma before?
No, this is my first time using Figma, sir. I'm looking up to
Oh,
you,
okay,
sir.
great.
I love it, yeah, sir.
Okay, okay, great. Damilare, have you used Figma before? If you have used Figma here before, just raise up your hand. Let me see. I'm
No,
trying to know.
I've not used it before. I've not, except when this was started.
Okay, 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 great. Um, so nobody here has used Figma. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I just wanted to ascertain our knowledge level so I'll know how to, how to proceed. So for the past 5 days, we've probably been doing things on Figma. So if you were called in like last week and they opened Figma and we were asked to do some things, you probably would be confused. But today, I'm sure if they open Figma and ask you to do something, you probably have one or two things to do. So what I want us to do now, I don't know if you are watching on your laptop or on your phone, but what I want us to do, because this is a revision class, okay? It's a revision class, so it's important we get to go over some of the things we've done. So what I want you to do now is go to your system, okay? Once you're on your system, I hope you're seeing my screen, okay? I hope you're seeing my screen. Once you're on the system, you want to click here and you want to choose the TerraSkill product design team, okay? Choose the, and I don't know why most of you were designing inside. You are not supposed to design inside, okay? Or since we are not much yet, let's use the first 1 hour for the trip. Then the next hour, we are going to go straight to Figma and do some revisions of Figma. So I think that should be better for us. What do you guys think?
Sir, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Can go ahead. So I can see the processes and then I think guide us.
Okay, so we'll just do the explanation first, then we'll go to Figma and do some live hands-on practical, where I'll ask you guys to do some certain things so that I will know that we are in the same. Okay, so let me close this and okay, so let me just hide this. Okay, product design. We've been watching some videos and learning how to use Figma, but it's also important to understand exactly what product design is. So I'm just going to explain it, and you can always ask questions. So it's supposed to be, it's a live class, meaning that it's an interactive class. So it's important to ask questions and get clarification as early as possible, okay? So you want to become a product designer. What exactly is a product designer? What exactly is product design first? So let's take a look at what product design is, okay? So product design is the process of imagining, creating, and iterating products that solves users' problem or provide solution to a specific need in the market. Okay. Now, when we say product design, it could mean a whole lot of things. Okay. The phone you are using right now is the product that was designed by someone. Okay. Um, the mosquito net Probably you've seen a mosquito net before or you've used one. It's a product that was designed by someone. The cup you use at home, it's a product that was designed by someone. What else? The milk you drink is a product that was designed by someone. The car you ride is a product that was designed by someone. In fact, inside the car, the seats, they are products, right? So think of any products in the market right now. They were all designed by somebody. Okay, someone sat down and saw the need to design that product to solve that particular problem. For instance, with malaria and mosquitoes everywhere, someone saw the need to design the mosquito nets, right? It was designed in such a way that human beings that will be inside can still breathe well while it keeps away, right? The nets were tiny enough to keep out mosquitoes and also breathable enough to preserve the humans inside. Okay, so you find out that for every problem humans have faced in this life, right? Someone somewhere worked on a solution for it and created a product for it. So when you see product, when you hear product design, we're talking of all it takes to imagine, to create, and iterate a product that solves a specific human problem or provide solution to a given market. Now, products can be tangible and also they can be intangible. Okay, so tangible product, like products that are physical, you can actually see the products themselves. Okay, so example chair, example bottle, example water, tables, fan, television, phones. These are physical and tangible products. Okay, but in the context of what we are going to be learning, the kind of products we are referring to when we say product design are softwares and websites. Okay, these are products that are specifically designed for what? Screens, human interaction screens. Okay, so that is what, anytime I say product design, just know that I'm referring to product design in this context. But know that in general, generally speaking, when you say product design, you are referring to different types of products. In fact, probably during rainy season, if you could come up with a product that people can install in front of their door and water doesn't come in, that's a product. Okay, you find out that it will take you some time. You do a little research and imagine and start creating that product. So henceforth, when I say product design, just know that I'm not referring to the entire product design field. We're just referring to the digital part. So some people will call it digital product design. But the reason why nowadays, if you say product design, it refers to people that design for softwares, is because we have made the term very popular. People that design cars, shoes, chairs before, they were popularly known as industrial designers, right? But in the real sense, they're also product designers. So don't just get it confused, okay? I hope I'm making sense, so we know exactly where we are and what we are supposed to be. Okay. So product design is the process of imagining, creating, and iterating products that solves user problems or provide solution to a specific need in a given market. One of the key words here you hear is market. Okay. Any product you are going to be designing, it should solve problem for a given market. Okay. So what exactly is this market? So market refers to a group of potential customers or users who have a need or problem that the product aims to address. The market is defined by several characteristics such as demographic, psychographic, location, and behavior. Now, English not be our language. Okay, so if you hear anything and you don't understand, always make sure you raise up your hand and ask questions and get clarification. That is, if I eventually didn't get to explain what those things mean. Okay. So market. So as a product designer, when you look at some markets and you feel like you can actually bring solution to their problem, you can go ahead and design it. So this course will give you all what it takes to empower you in the process of helping you develop that product. I'll give you an example. Before now, If you wanted to recharge your meter, you'd have to go to NEPA office or PHCN office, queue in line, abandon everything you want to do, and go there, buy the meter, buy the unit, then you come house, you come back and impute it. Right? That's how it used to be before. But someone saw the market. Someone saw that this market is actually large. Imagine we could develop a product that instead of people going to the NEPA or PHCN office to get this light, they could just download it on their mobile phones and access it and purchase directly from there. So they designed the product, and after designing it, they engineered it. Because after designing, you have to engineer it, right? For it to actually work. That's how it works. So they designed it, and after designing it, they engineered it. And today we have things like BiPower. And you can see the reason why everyone is downloading that app is because it's solving a problem. And that problem is the problem of having to go to PHCN to queue and buy lights. Okay? Before now, if you want to send money to someone, you have to go to the bank, pick a teller, write down the amount, and then stand in the queue. Then when it's your turn, you say, okay, I want to pay this money to so person. Someone also thought about it. Why can't we develop a solution that just allow people with their mobile phone or with their computers, since everybody almost owns a computer now or a mobile phone, they can just send from one account to another. They develop that product. Today, on your phone, you can easily send money from one person to another. Now, someone else sat down and was like, businesses, why are businesses not, making money online? Because nobody would want to just send money to anyhow person, right? Before now, you see a lot of people, if they want to sell online, they will open a website, and on their website, they will say, chat me up or send an email so that we can send you a quotation with our account number. And when you've made the payment, we will now send your goods to you. Someone noticed that there was a market for it and decided, you know what, why can't we create a solution for a payment gateway? So they created payment gateway. And now, instead of those websites to start reaching out to people and say, send us an email, and then you make payment, they will ship it. Right now, everything is done right on their website. So product design, if you are designing a product, you must have a market you are solving a problem for. Are you getting it? Right now in universities, it's a little bit difficult to get accommodation around universities. You can decide, okay, you know what, let me design a product that can help people going to different universities to select a university and look for accommodation around the university. You find out that there's a market for it. You could design that product, right? So that's why we say product design is the process of what? Ideating. You think of a specific market, you think of the problem they are facing or the challenges they are facing, and you are able to ideate a solution for them. So market is marked by what? Demography, psychography, location, behavior. So what is all this big English? Demography simply refers to people that share a specific thing in common. Example, age, gender, income level, education, occupation, etc. So if you enter a particular street and you want to identify people and you say, all the married people come to this side, that is a demography. Okay? That is a demography. If you say all the men this side, that's another demography. If you say people earning between 40K on the left, people earning between 50K on the left, that is a demography. So a demography is basically people that share some specific some bracketed data in common. Are you getting it? Like I said, age, gender, income, education, occupation, and what have you. So this is what a demography. So you can actually provide a solution for a specific age group. Okay, just like you see some people right now, Instagram is for everyone. You can just say, okay, you know what? Why is there a social media for, let's say, is there a social media for dogs? Okay, is there a social media for dogs? Now you can just go and design a product If you do your research and you find out that in this city or in this country, a lot of people have dogs, so a lot of people have dogs. But what if we have a social media not for humans, but just for dogs? Something like Instagram, but for dogs. Okay, you go ahead, you create that social media platform, and you can see, because you have a target in mind, it is not for everybody. You see people that like, people who owns dog, they'll go and download the app and then register their dogs on the app. From there, you can even meet, dogs can even meet themselves, and the owners can meet and then schedule appointments for maybe mating so that they can give birth to more dogs and all those things. You have actually solved the problem. Because right now you see a lot of people that owns dogs, they'll be looking for, where will I see a female dog of this breed or a male dog of this breed? But if you create a social media platform like that, you find out that people might actually get interested, but you don't know if it's going to work until you've tested it, right? So you have to test it, you have to design, and you have to test. So it is this process of designing for a specific market that you can actually come up with a product that is what you call market fit. Okay, you don't just go ahead and design something, you must do a little bit of research. Okay, so you can be designing for people in the same demographic or psychographic or geographic location or behavioral aspects. Okay, purchasing behavior, usage pattern, brand loyalty, benefits sought from product, etc. So product design, for you to design, just know that if you are going to be designing any product, it should be solving a problem for a specific what market. Okay, when you are anything you are designing that is not solving a problem, does not make any sense at all. Okay, let's move to the next one. So the key point here is that the key to successful product design is understanding the end user. The end user is basically the person for whom the product is being created for, by empathizing with them and understanding their habits, behavior, frustrations, and needs. For instance, if you want to create this app now for dog owners, chances are you might not actually have a dog or be a dog owner, right? So what do? You can meet with 2 or 3 people who owns dogs. So they can tell you, okay, this is the problem I always have while trying to find a partner for my dog. Or these are the kind of things I'll be looking forward to seeing, the kind of features I'm probably looking forward to seeing if there is such an app. By the time you listen to 2, 3, 5, 10 people that owns dog, you are actually able to deduce what their pain point is. And then you can design that your product to be able to solve that problem. Okay, so ideally, product design is executed so flawlessly that users don't even notice it. They can intuitively use the product as needed because the design perfectly aligns with their needs and anticipate how they use it. Okay, now what do product designers do? Like I said, whenever I say product design now, I'm referring to digital product design. Is there, okay, Daniel said, is there anyone with a screenshot of the slide from the beginning of the class? Daniel, what I would advise you is to take notes, okay? Is to take notes. We all know, we all here know, because this is like an adult class. All of them here, they look for money. All of them, we know that if I drop this slide in that group, make una read. Now on the last day, now we go meet. And you people still won't read it, right? Reading, people, everybody's looking for money. People hardly read. So when you are attending classes like this, the best way is to take notes, okay? Is to take notes. But if you want to actually read it, I can still share it in the group. But like I said, I like the one we go enter is when you write it down yourself, okay? So please make sure if you see any point you really want to jot down, you can jot it down. Okay, and if you have any questions you want to ask, you can always ask instantly. Okay, you are more likely to remember the answer to a question you ask than when you not ask any question. So that's just how it works. Okay, so what exactly do product designers do? Okay, what exactly do product designers do? Product designers, they design user interfaces, they design user experiences, there's interaction design, there's usability testing, there's information architecture, there's accessibility, and there's prototyping and wireframe. These are the things product designers do. Now, if you go to big companies, okay, if you go to big companies, chances are they are going to have different people handling these different roles. They might have a UI designer, they will have a UX designer, they will have people that are into information architecture. But the reality is, if you are looking to get hired as a junior product designer, you must have idea in all of this, right? It is only when you are reaching towards the pinnacle of your career that is when you can say, okay, let me specialize or let me go into a managerial role. But at this stage, you need to be some kind of generalist. You need to know how to do UI design. You need to know how to do UX design. You need to know how to do interaction design. Okay, interaction design. You see the way you are. If you are using Instagram, when you tap on the heart, the like button, the way it reacts. When you swipe, the way it reacts. These are interaction designs. Okay, usability testing. You need to know how to conduct usability testing. So after designing your product, you have to test it. Just like I told you, like this dog app, I keep using as an example. By the time you finish designing it, you have to call those dog lovers to come, or dog owners to come and use the app. And then when they are using it, they will tell you, oh, I noticed this. Oh, I was not able to carry out this task. So you now will fine-tune the design. Okay, that's usability testing. Then information architecture. Don't forget, every design you are going to make is going to just have lots of information on it. So arranging those informations in a way that makes logical sense is what we call information architecture. Now, I'm going to call someone. Dauda, unmute your mic. Are you here? Dauda, they watch film. He's not here with us. Godwin, are you here? Okay, I have to Godwin. Godwin Ehapa. Ehapa. Are you from Edo or Benin? Ehapa. Godwin, which state are you from?
Good evening, sir.
Godwin Ehapa, not Godwin.
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah, which state are you from?
I'm from Edo State. Good evening, sir.
I'm Edoba.
Yes, sir.
I don't bother. I'm correct Nigerian. From names, I know where people are from.
Good evening.
So, Godwin,
Yes,
have you used Jumia before?
yes, sir. Just once or twice.
Have you used Jumia before?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. What did you buy?
I bought air fresher.
Okay, good. When you were buying that air freshener, when you went to Jumia,
Yes.
did you go to men's clothing category?
No. I just go for what I want.
Okay, good. Now, when we say information architecture, but it's the act of you see the way Jumia is. They have lots of products.
Yes,
Now imagine they went to put air freshener under men's clothing. How would you even find it if there's no search bar?
you will
But you
not.
find out that with the way they've arranged it, right?
Yes,
You
sir.
can actually say, okay, this belongs to this category. Then you can go to that category.
Yes, sir.
So that's what we call information architecture. Structuring the contents of that app in a way that makes logical sense. Okay. Then we have accessibility. As a designer, you also need to take note of your accessibility. When you are designing, just know that your design is not just for you. Your design is for a lot of people. Don't forget, when you are designing, you know, Netflix, even people that are visually impaired, that we call blind people, you know, they watch movies as well. They watch Netflix as well. Okay, so you have to take note of all these things. So you watch Netflix, blind people watch Netflix as well. So you design with accessibility in mind. Okay, so take note of all these things, they are very important. And then prototyping and wireframing. You can prototype the design and wireframe it so that people can see how they move from one flow to another. So how do product designers get to understand users and then know the type of product they are to design? Okay. Some of the ways we get to understand users is, first, you need to know how to collaborate with market researchers. Okay. So you are likely going to be performing some market research. So let's assume you want to design that product for the dogs now. You might want to do a little bit of market research to know if there are enough dog lovers in Nigeria to support that, to actually make that product profitable. Okay, so you do some basic market research. You also need to know how to do user research and testing. So this is where you research the users, so understand their pain points. Okay, understand their pain points, develop their personas and things like that. Then you should also know how to perform competitive analysis. So competitive analysis is whereby you look at your competitors, both direct and indirect competitors, you analyze their products and their services, and then you can detect threats and also opportunities. So when you see those opportunities, you can now build your own product around that opportunity. Okay. You also have cross-functional collaboration, identifying trends and opportunities, like I just said, testing prototypes with target users. So this is how you get to understand what users actually want, or the strategy you should use for developing your product. Okay. And what exactly is the product design process? So whenever you want to design a product, what's the process? Well, the process is quite straightforward. You research, you design, you test. Research, design, you test. Okay? You must do a little bit of research. Don't forget, every one of us here, we are coming from different backgrounds. Some of us have SSC, some of us have BSc, some of us have HND, some have ND, and even with this qualification, some of you read chemistry, some read medicine, some of you read arts, others read language and different things. Okay, but as a designer, you are going to be working with different industries. Imagine you read chemistry and then a restaurant hires you and say, we want you to design our menu manager. Are you getting it? If you don't have experience in hotel management or restaurant management, you obviously can't do anything. So that is where research comes in, because you need to research and understand the people you are designing for, understand their problem, so you can create the solution for them. So you must research. After researching, you have to ideate and then design. And after designing, to prove that your design is actually solving the problem, you have to test it first. It's during the testing that you now decide, oh, this is working or this is not working. I get it. But over the years, some people have developed other processes, to help you solve these things. And these processes are called frameworks. Okay, they are called frameworks. So a lot of people have designed different frameworks to allow you, if you follow those frameworks one after the other, you can actually have a process of solving your problem. Okay, that does not mean they are sacrosanct. They are not law. You can always do away with them. You can also develop your own process. But no matter the process you are developing or whatever you are doing, it will still fall inside this research, design, test. So let's take a look at some of them. One of them is design thinking. So if you've been in the product design space, you probably hear design thinking. So one of them is design thinking. You have Double Diamond, you have Lean UX, you have jobs to be done, and you have user-centered design. Then plenty, but these are just some examples, okay? And like I said, we are going to learn some of these things. For this bootcamp, we are going to look at the design thinking process, the design thinking framework. But like I said, it is not the only method of designing. But all these things you see, they fall into what? Design, research, design, and test. Okay? Now, what are the tools product designers use? Okay? So as a product designer, one of the tools you are likely going to be using for design and prototyping, you can use Figma, you can use Sketch, you can use InVision, you can use Azure RP, you can use Penpot. There are other ones as well. There's this other one, Adobe no longer uses it, that's XD. Okay, so there are just plenty of them out there. But in this class, in this bootcamp, we are going to be using Figma. And that's why since Monday, you've been learning how to work on Figma, okay? Why are we using Figma? Figma now is like the industry standard when it comes towards product design and prototyping, okay? A lot of companies use Figma. So why teach you what only 10% of the industry use instead of what 80% of the industry use? So Figma has dominated the product design space. That's why we decided to teach you Figma, okay? Now, when it comes to research and data analytics, you can use Excel, you can use Hotjar, you can use Qualtrics, you can use Google Analytics, which is GA, or you can use any form. So for your research, you have to create forms, okay? So sometimes you create, for those forms, sometimes you create questionnaires, sometimes it's survey, okay? So when you create all these forms or when you create your research questions, once you start receiving response, okay, you can use Excel to analyze them. Or you can use apps like Qualtrics that has like an integrated one where you can set up the question, and as the responses are coming in, you are seeing the whole data, and you are picking up the insights from the data that's coming in. You can also use Hotjar to monitor people's behavior on your app or website. Okay, with Hotjar, anyone that visits your website or uses your app, you can actually track exactly what they are doing right on the app. Okay, so anytime you visit Jumia, Jumia has analytic softwares that is tracking every movement you make, every movement. In fact, it also tracks the next website you visit, right? And that is why sometimes even at home, when you say you really want to eat pizza, the next time you enter Facebook, you are going to see pizza. The next time you enter Instagram, you're going to see pizza. So these are basically the kind of, there are apps that is used in gathering all this user data. And then people that are into data science or data analytics can now make sense of it. But you, as well as a product designer, you must be someone that thinks analytically. So when you are shown a trend, you should be able to make sense of it. I mistakenly repeated this, but after this, we have project management. Okay, project management. To manage your project, you can use Trello, you can use Asana, you can use Jira, and you can use Basecamp. Okay, so take note of all these things. So for this class, we are going to be using Figma for our design and prototyping. We are going to be using Forms and Excel for our data analytics and research. We are going to be using, I think the one we are going to be using is not here. We are going to be using for project management, we are going to be using ClickUp. Okay, we are going to be using ClickUp. And for our sketching, so Sketch is not here. I forgot to add sketching. For our sketching and usability test, we are going to be using Miro and Maze. Okay, Miro and Maze. Miro for our wireframe, Maze for our usability testing, Figma for our design, and ClickUp for our project management, and Excel and Google Forms for our research and data analytics. So, questions and answers. So this is a part where you begin to ask questions on things you don't really understand. So I can go through them again. Okay. Or if you also have questions you've had before even registering for this training, you can go ahead and ask now. So raise up your hand if you have questions, so I can call you, then you unmute your mic and ask questions. So it's important to ask questions, okay? Any question? Okay, Destiny, go ahead. Okay, after Destiny, then Godwin. Destiny.
Okay. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, evening.
Thank you for this opportunity. So my question goes like this. Like, although I've started product design for a while now, so I have basic knowledge on it. So, but one of
Okay.
the hindrance I do have in product design is when it comes to the aspect of drawing inspirations. So because
Mm.
based on all the slides, I didn't see anything like inspiration, because even with knowing all these things, for someone
Mm.
to also create something, it's somehow abstract. I don't know. So, but I heard of something like drawing illustration from website. So, but I don't know the concept or the idea behind it.
Okay. So I'm going to be very honest with you. Before you can become creative, okay, you need to learn how to create first before you can become creative. We are going to be giving you guys, I'm going to be sharing with you guys ideas, tips on how you can create things, okay? But it's not that difficult, okay? And also, it's 2024. It's 2024. Some apps, most of the apps look the same. That is why the first thing you want to learn how to do is to recreate things, okay? Most of the apps you see, they look the same, okay? Is to recreate things. But I get where you are heading to. You're heading to like maybe web design. There's some websites you go to, you just see that the color and everything, they just match the animation, the videography, everything is just, everything just serene, everything just match well. For that one, it has to do with you planning out your design and knowing exactly who you are designing for. Okay, who you are designing for. And when we get to the idea stage, generating idea for design, we are going to take a look at it. So if you finding it difficult to come up with ideas, you are not just doing enough research yet, and also you are also not thinking about the design itself. Instead, you are thinking of how the output you get in Figma, not the design outside Figma. So sometimes you find out that they said pictures speak 1,000 words. There are some designs you see. The reason why that design makes so much sense is not actually the color, but the fact that the picture they've used just matches the caption. So you find out that all these things, they work hand in hand. Okay, let's go to this website. So let's go to this website, GitHub. Okay, let's go to this website, github.com. Slowly. Now, when you see this website, you'll be like, if I'm to design this, where do I start from? Thinking of all this, that I'll put this, that I'll put this, that I'll put this, that I'll put this, that I'll do this. Then when the people scroll, they are going to see something like this. Okay. Now, let me tell you something. So if you are giving this, like you are giving this GitHub to this design, the first thing you probably want to think of, who are the people using GitHub? Okay. And this GitHub, they branded it already. They have a logo. You can see their logo. So, and the people that use GitHub are developers, tech people that do coding. They are the ones that use GitHub the most. So you begin to see that, oh, this person just was like, okay, since it's tech related, let's just make everything, because tech people that code a lot, they like dark theme. That's why the website, they decided to make it a little bit dark. And all these things here, this particular icon here is this their the side profile of this their logo. Okay, it's like a cat. Then as you begin to scroll down, you begin to see they have this code section here. Okay, you can see all this code section. You can see it is this app, just like you said, it's a little bit abstract. Now this is part of the interface of the app itself. Okay, and you can see they've made it this futuristic, because people that are coming here are people that do what? Coding. So they will definitely understand. But imagine if you are building something for health care and you come and use a team like this, it won't just go well. So if you are building something like health care, this is something that has to do with serenity, peace of mind. You probably want to go with backgrounds that are like white background, you know, the pictures should be airy, so that when you are there, you have peace of mind. Okay, so we'll get into all those things, but it's not a problem at this stage. What you should be more worried about is being able to replicate this. For instance, Destiny, you said you've been using Figma for a while. If I send you a screenshot of just this section, okay, and I ask you to go and redesign it, can you do it? Of course, you know
Yeah.
that you can't do this ones on Figma. You know you can't do this ones on Figma. So these ones you probably want to do in a 3D tool or Illustrator, okay? Then you import them to Figma. If you want to do all these design, these illustrations of Figma, you and Jesus, I don't know who will first come. Jesus will obviously come before you finish this design on Figma. It's just going to take you it's just going to take you a whole lot of time, okay? So this probably was done in a 3D tool and imported. So are you able to do this kind of gradients? Are you able to do this kind of soft glow? Are you able to do this type of gradient, soft glow? Are you able to design this exactly? You can see this soft glow when you hover. Are you able to do that?
I don't have too much idea on gradients. So, but
Okay.
the other interface, I can actually try something.
So this 3 months training, by the time you are done with it, if I send you this, you should be able to do this exactly. That is what you should be looking out for. Okay, you should be able to know how to do this exactly. You should, in fact, you should be able to finish the design, and I wouldn't tell which is which. Okay, that is the aim. This first 3 months, that should be your goal. When you learn how to create on your own, you can now become creative over time. Because let's assume, what exactly do you mean by being creative when designing? Do you know that if you can build this out, in the process of building this, you can now decide, you know what, instead of this email address and start free trial to be here, you can now say, okay, let me change it. let me switch it up. Okay, instead of let's build from here, the word blah blah blah, you can decide to break this down. For instance, you can decide to now use another kind of design style known as neo-brutalism and redesign the interface. That's how creativity comes in. But as a junior level product designer, one of the things you want to build first, okay, is how to replicate screen. That's on the UI part, how to replicate. Now, but the most valuable skill you are to develop right now is how to think of solutions and create the flow for solving that solution. What do I mean by thinking of solution and creating a flow for solving that solution? For instance, before now, you notice that if you go to your WhatsApp, let's assume you send someone a file or a message, and you find out that it's the wrong person, and you decide to go and delete it. If you try deleting it and you mistakenly click on delete for me, oh, buddy, it has gone. The person will come see the message, you can't delete it anymore. But just of recent, after this recent update, they now added a feature where immediately you click on delete for me, you have undo. You can actually do undo and get back that message. So these are the kind of analytical thinking you should develop right now. They are the most important ones. Okay. After that, you can learn how to replicate. Then, as you keep designing, next year, next 6 months, you start getting even more creative. So creativity is something you live with. It's not something you just come by. So the more you design, the more you build your creativity. Okay. Destiny, are you with me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Me too, sir.
Okay, good. Someone else raised their hand, but I can't find them again. Okay, Godwin, what's your question? After
So
Godwin, we have Damilare.
my question is concerning what Destiny asked, like drawing inspiration. You make mention of we trying to kind of like make an app for accommodation in terms of university area where there's no accommodation because trying to solve problem. And what I because when I start going through the video in that our learning page, I stumbled on a site today which I saw something online about prototyping. So I was wondering how they do that because like I am a beginner on UI UX. So I don't know whether we'll still go into all those that prototype and wireframe because I was kind of like wondering, is this also attached to a web? I was thinking, is it that UI UX designer will just only design the apps, don't make it interactive, why the web guy or the mobile guy will make it interactive? But when I saw that prototype today online, I saw that the app was interacting when the guy was clicking it. I was asking, is this also for UI UX also, guys? So I was wondering, how
So
can I do that?
you are just 5 days into a 3 months course. So
Yes, sir.
it's good when you see those designs, it's good.
Okay.
It shows you what is possible. Okay. But don't
Yes.
go faster than your shadow. So, like I said, we are just 5 days into the training. And you can see from the curriculum, from the explanation, you can see we are doing prototyping as well. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But now here is the reality. Like I said, these 3 months, I want you to have a goal. We are going to touch all these things, but your goal and what is likely going to get you a job is being able to think of solutions and build beautiful interface for them.
Okay.
Interaction you can develop over time. Okay. But you are going to learn the basic prototyping skills you need to succeed. The basic prototyping skills. For instance, this hover. When I hover on this website, this button, you see that subtle animation. You are going to learn how to do things like that. When you come here, you see like this subtle animation, the line growing. You can see this line growing. You learn how to do subtle animations like this. Okay. When you come here, you can see the arrow. You can see the changes in the arrow. But so
Yes, sir.
subtle animations like this, you are going to learn how to create them because these are the most important ones. Okay. But when it comes to, let's say, something like this, you see the way I'm hovering here and this thing is shaking. This you can learn later. But let's assume you are working and this is the kind of thing you want. You can actually just write it down or explain it to the developer with audio. Because They already have frameworks. All those developers, they already have libraries that can easily generate these common smooth animations. So it is not something you want to start over stressing yourself now. What you need now to land a job as an entry-level product designer is ability to develop ideas for problems and then design them well. That should be your primary concern. But like I said, we'll still learn how to do basic prototyping. We'll still know how to do some basic content writing and stuff like that. Are we together? It's just 3 months to learn. Remember, when you finish these 3 months training, you are not going to become the best product designers. So that's not the goal. You are not going to unseat the best product designers after 3 months. I'm not sure there's any skill like that. Even if you want to go into boxing, I'm not sure after 3 months training you will go beat Anthony Joshua. But this 3 months training is going to give you enough foundation you need to get a job as an entry-level product designer. Are we together? So I want us to set realistic goals so that you can work towards them. So don't go and kill yourself. For instance, I just told you guys that if you are looking at this website, you might think, Namigo can't design all these things. After these 3 months, nobody you go design all these things. This one is done. If you take a look at my system, you can see my system, right? So for a design, I might start on Figma, okay? But there are sometimes I'll need some elements and I'll work on Cinema 4D. This is a 3D application on its own. And yes, sometimes I develop too, I can, do small coding. So as time goes on, maybe by the time you've learned and you've started working and you've mastered more tools, you can decide to add more tools to your portfolio. But for now, what you need to focus on now is, if I present a data and said, this data is for so and so, can you look at it and come up with insights from that data? That's the most important skill you need now. Are you getting it? If you look at an app, can you find what people are struggling with and provide a solution to it? Okay, that is what we want you to focus on now. That is the cost. These are the core skills. Your ability to do research, find out what customers or user pain points are, provide solutions to them. Okay, it's 2024. A lot of the prototypes, they're easy to create. So don't go and spend so much of your time within these first 3 months focusing on all those advanced prototypes. No, start with the basic ones, the hover, the small strip lines, the small change in movement. Focus on those ones first. Okay. Damilare.
Yeah, I think where I am is currently noisy, so I don't know if I can still ask. I don't want to disrupt the class. Maybe.
Go ahead and ask.
Okay. Well, secondly, I don't know if this is the right question to ask because, like I told some of my colleagues, that I'm just following this course as we are taking us. So my challenge currently is the fact that I was unable to complete yesterday's video lecture, and it marked it as if I have completed it. And in fact, I'm even concerned because the video is about 17 minutes. So I don't think I'll be comfortable skipping that long minutes video. So I don't know if there is a way it can be resolved or if there's another alternative. But I
Yes, you
don't
can
want to
always
miss
go back.
anything.
You can always go back and watch the video. Make sure you complete all the videos, because if you notice, the video are together. If you miss one in the next video, you get confused. So this is for everyone. Make sure you complete the video serially, just as it has been uploaded. Okay, don't jump any day. And at least tomorrow and next tomorrow, you guys have time to chill. Okay, so if you have not completed it, make sure you complete it. Okay, so complete it.
So what I'm saying is I'm still unable to watch. I've cleared. In fact, I used a new system today that I
Okay, you
deleted
are still
the
unable to watch.
Google Drive. Yes, I deleted the Google Chrome. I installed new one. Still, immediately I signed in, it's still telling me error in playback. So I don't know.
Okay, let me check it out at once. Let me check it out. Someone raised their hand. Destiny. Okay. Okay, let me hear from Debbie.
Okay, sir. It's about the question Mr. Dami already asked.
Okay.
I think what he meant was is that one of the videos in the lessons is showing error instead of playing
Yeah.
video. It's showing error. So we cannot watch
Mm.
that video, we cannot access it. So that's what it is. I'm having that issue as well.
Okay. Okay, having that issue as well. Okay, I'm logging
Yeah.
in now. Let me check it out. Okay, so we'll resolve it. So it's very important you watch the video. Debbie, what's your question?
Hello, good evening.
Yeah,
Hello,
evening.
good evening.
Evening, I can hear you.
Yes, okay, for the yesterday video, I think I was lost in a particular video. I was, the demonstrator was trying to talk about Medium, I think Medium.com. So I didn't know how he got to the essence of
Mm.
creating those things he was doing. So I was lost and I didn't know. I just had to leave the video because I was confused. So I don't know if
Mm.
you can put me
Okay,
through and tell
just
me.
I think that medium, or we're just trying to show you how grid layout works. So there's no need to
Okay,
want to download all those two. Yes, so it's just for you to
okay,
understand how
okay,
layout. So let me
okay,
see.
what?
So I'm here now. So yeah. Okay, let me see. Which day is that? Is it day 4? Okay, the 17 minutes. That is
Yes, day
design a
four.
button
Yes,
component.
day four.
Let
Yeah,
me click on
video
it.
three.
Okay. 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 So I can see what the issue is. That's it's not opening up. Okay. So I'll try fix this today so that you guys can watch it tomorrow. So it's very important. It's very important to watch it before you move to day 5. Okay. So I'll try and fix this so that you guys can watch it. You guys can watch it. It's very important. So I'll fix it. I've seen what the issue is. I'll fix it so that you guys can watch it. Okay. Any
All
other
right, thank
person?
you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, let's proceed. Now I want us to, I don't know, how many of you are on Figma right now? Daniel, what's your question?
So good evening, sir.
Yeah, Figma.
Yeah, thank you very much for the section. Yeah, you were
Mm,
saying something about how to become creative, and I learned that
yeah,
I got to know that for us to be able to create, then we need to learn how to create before we can be creative. And you
yeah,
said that one of those things that will be quite that will be helpful is you know
mm,
getting to know who our targeted audience is. Now,
yeah.
I don't know. Uh, uh, Um, I don't know. How do we distinguish between this?
Okay. Now let's assume you have to design a hero section. Okay. And then the caption. Let's say you are designing a hero section. I'm trying to just get something out of my mind. Let's say we are asked to design a hero section, and this hero section is for, do I have any open Figma file here? Okay. So I'm trying to open a file. Oh, where is this file? Okay. So let's assume I'm giving something. I was given a text. So let's assume I'm to design a hero section to advertise this movie, Ice Age, Land of Ice. Okay. There are various ways to do this. Once you understand people that are coming to be watching this movie, and you also understand the name, Ice Age. Now, if I start my design, okay, I'm just going to do something sharp, not something difficult. If I start my design now, okay, since I'm not doing anything realistic, but let's come here. Let's draw a frame. And we decide, you know what? Ice Age. We started designing without contest. Ice Age in the land of ice. Maybe we decided to make this one a little bit big since it's the name of the movie. Okay, the land of ice. Now this is just me designing. Okay, but do you know that if I understand what this Ice Age is and I get more context about the movie, if the movie is set in a frosted background, or they actually went to, all those glacier sites, if the movie was set in that kind of area, do you know that instead of just doing this and dropping, my design could now feature a glacier background? Okay, let's say frosted ice background. Now remember, I'm able to say, let me use a frosted ice background simply because I've understood the context of that design. They are talking of something icy, okay, Ice Age. So I can go and decide, okay, you know what? Let me use a frosted ice background. I don't have time, no time for this. So copy. Let me just copy. Then come inside here, paste it. Oops. Send to back. Now, select this one now, and let me go ahead and make it white because eyes is usually white. Okay, I might just add a stroke to it, and let's make it gradient like this. Here should be white. So I'm trying to do something fast. Okay. And because I want it more legible, let me go ahead and pick the shadow tool. Now, this is why I said you need to learn how to create first. Now, imagine you have all these things in mind, but you don't even sabi add shadow. That's where there's problem. Okay, let me do the same thing here. Shadow tool. But when you already know shadow tool and you know how to use it to achieve what you want, that is when you can actually say you are creative. But say you get the idea, but you don't even know how to create the idea. That is the biggest wahala. Okay, and now, why did I choose to use ice from my background? Is because I understand the context with which the write-up is coming from. Okay, now someone else might still come and say, since it's Ice Age, let's just have pictures of the actors, if they are popular actors. Now, instead of just typing Ice Age, if I go to this website called freepik.com, okay, it's taking time to load. Now, because I'm thinking of Ice Age, I can decide to write this Ice Age in a way that makes it looks like ice block. So it is putting yourself towards this pattern of thinking based on what you are designing that now increases, or that now determine how creative that design is going to be. But if you don't even know the meaning of Ice Age and you couldn't make sense of the word ice, you are just going to have your design like this. You could even have a nicer background, right? You could even have a nicer background, but because it's not ice related, it's just going to look off. I don't know if you're getting me now. Are you getting
Yes,
me?
I am. Yes.
What about understanding the context and the people you are designing for? If you are designing something for Disneyland now, you know it's for children. That means in that your design, you want to try as much as possible to use a lot of cartoon illustration because you want to entice children and also entice their parents. Okay, but first you need to learn how to create, because let's say in your head now you understood this ice age and you understood the context of what you're going for. In fact, you want the actors to be there, and that those actors, you want their face to be covered in snow, and you want to write the ice age to look like ice block. If you can't create it, despite imagining it, it's finished. You cannot do it. But let's say you've already learned how to create ice effect, you've learned how to create frosted effect, you've learned all those effects. When that idea now comes to you, you just bring it together and you create it. So learning how to create is the most important thing. And once you've learned how to create, you can do this. Now I just said now, the common name, the creative name for it is called mind mapping. Mind mapping. It's used by a lot of creatives. Okay. A business might come to you and say, now we need a logo, blah blah blah. You begin to think of the business name, what they stand for. You begin to put these things together, and by the time you know it, you're able to come up with a shape that can represent the business. So it's all about the thought process that goes in. Okay. So don't worry. With time, like I said, creativity comes with time. There are only about 2% of people that were born creative. Every one of us learned how to be creative. So it comes with time. It does not come in 3 months. It's after learning. Over time, the more you keep practicing. For some of you here, the challenge you're even going to face is how to even use Figma. For some of you, by the time you watch that video, you see them create a button. You now, if you want to create them, you know go work. That's because at this point, Figma is controlling you. But by the time you design over time, in fact, if you just do anything, Figma will answer. That's when you get to mastery. Okay, so don't overdo. If you overdo, I can promise you, you will not finish this course. You will run, because you always feel like you're not doing much. So let's follow it step by step. You can learn to be creative. Everyone can learn to be creative. Okay. Any other question? Okay, so this is a part of the class where we all join, where we meet on Figma. Now, I don't know why Nathaniel, Rema, why all of you came to TerraSkills and this TerraSkill to create your file. Please, if you are one of these people, move your file to your own team. Okay, you are not supposed to be designing under this TerraSkill product design bootcamp team. Go to your own team, click here, select your own team, and design inside your own team. Okay, so I'm just going to go into our team project. I'm going to create a new file. So you guys should meet me here. So I'm going to call this file live session. So go to your Figma, go to the DesignGate TerraSkill team. Okay, look for the file live sessions and join me. I'm waiting for you. Join me here. Live session. So 5 minutes. You guys should come and join me. I'm waiting for you guys. Please come and join me on Figma.
Please, how do we join? Is it that we click into that team project and I don't, or we should just be connected to Figma?
Go to Figma. When you're on Figma, okay, you can check on this thing. When you're on Figma, come to this place where you select your team, okay? Come to this place where you normally select your team. Click on the drop-down arrow, okay? You will see TerraSkill product design. Click on it. Once you click on it, it's going to open this page, okay? It's going to open this page. And once you're on this page, click on the file that says live session. Okay? You should join us. So I only have Okpeyemi. I have Okpeyemi here, so I'm waiting for the rest of us. So let's be fast.
Please check if I'm there. Damilare.
Okay, I can see Damilare, I can see Okpeyemi. Every other person, we are waiting. But once it's 6:13, okay, let's just say 6:15. I'm going to continue with the number of people I have here. So 6:15. Okay, Israel, no problem, but you can just continue watching. Abdul, any problem?
My network is really bad here.
Okay, don't worry, we still have like 3 minutes more for you to
My
connect.
network, yeah, I'm trying to connect now.
Okay, so 3 minutes more.
Please, is it on this thing, TerraSkill product design with blue icon?
Yes, when you're on TerraSkill product design, okay, under team project, you see a file named live session. Yeah, Debbie, we are waiting. We have 2 minutes more, so 6:15 we are starting.
Down live session.
You can see the file. The file is this one, like this checkboard. It does not have anything. This checkboard, live sessions, live session. You see it right here. This one, live session. So once you're on this TerraSkill Product Design Bootcamp, you see live session. Open it up and join us. We have 2 minutes more to do that.
So sorry, is it on Figma or just the TerraSkill Product Design Live section? Or I don't know.
Go to Figma. Okay.
Okay, Figma B.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm coming, sir. A minute.
So please, I'm trying to log in. Though I'm having network issues, please.
Okay, but we have 1 minute more. I might just add 2 minutes on top. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We are like 5 now. Okay, we are like 4 now. I'll just add 2 minutes on top.
Have you seen me? My name, my username is Conqueror. Have you seen me?
No, Conqueror. I can't see. Probably you're on paper. You're on Conqueror
So
paper.
I'm on Figma right now.
I'm there now.
Can you see every one of us? Can you see
right
us? If you're on Figma,
No, sir.
check your
I don't
team.
want why.
On your
I
team,
check on Teams, Abby.
come back to Google Meet. Okay, come to Google Meet and see what I'm showing you.
Choose team.
You see this place. You see this place. If you are not seeing TerraSkill there, click on the drop down arrow. You are going to see TerraSkill. You might be seeing your name there. So click on it, choose TerraSkill Product Design Bootcamp. It should bring you to a screen like this. Now, once you are here, we are on Figma now. Are you not seeing where I am on Google Meet? Am I on Terra site? Once it brings you to this TerraSkill Product Design Bootcamp, you see this one called Team Project. Team Project. From here, you can actually see this file, this checkboard file with the name Live Session.
Okay,
click on it and open it up. Now click on this file named. Click on this file named Live Sessions.
Okay.
Debbie, check Google Meet and you see where I am. So
You
click
you
on
you
it.
see me now. You see me now. I'm a conqueror. That's have you seen me?
Let me check.
Mr. Williams,
So you
this
can
is my
check
Yeah,
question.
right now.
I
I've
can't find
seen you.
that video.
You have seen
What
I'm a
me?
conqueror, Abi?
Yeah, I've seen you. So you are there now.
All
I'm
right.
not so far.
Can you see me?
Yeah. So
Hello,
everyone,
sir.
open it. Yes.
And sir, this is my first time being here. How can I join the Terra Skills?
Are you on
Design?
Figma?
Yes, sir. I'm currently on Figma, sir.
If you're on Figma, look for the TerraSkill product design team. If you look under here, if you look here, you are going to see your name. Probably you see your name. If it's your name you are seeing, click on it and select TerraSkill product design. It will bring you to this screen. I'm also speaking to Debbie. I'm not repeating this again. No, I can't be saying this for each person. You don't have that time. I'm repeating it for everyone. Click on top of your draft. Click there, choose TerraSkill Product Design Bootcamp. It will open up this page. Then once it opens, look for team project, not Nathaniel, not Rema, not this one. Team project, you see the file, live sessions, click on it and let's join us on the file.
Please, I miss you. Tell my best.
Once it's 6:20, we are going to start. At least I've given us enough time.
Have you seen me on the
Once you're on the file, if check Google Meet, if you're on this file, then you know that yes, you're on the right place.
Oh God, my network. Right?
Okay, so it's 6:20. So let's go ahead and do something sharp. Okay, so if you're watching online and you're not on Figma, you can also learn one or two things. It's very important, but make sure you plan next time to join us. Meanwhile, let's do a quick poll on Google Meet. Hope this time is convenient. That 5 to 7. I hope it's convenient because today is Friday. Okay, let's proceed. So the first thing I want to show you guys how to do, when you are working in a team, okay, when you are working in a team, you are likely going to see a lot of people on the file. So the first thing I want to take a look at is how to communicate with people, okay? So the first thing, there's something called quick chat. So once you're on a file like this with team, you can see a lot of people. If you look up, you see everybody's name with the initials of their name. You see them up. Are you seeing it? So in case you want to follow anybody, you just click on the person's name initial. For example, everyone go and click on Design Gate. That Design Gate logo, that's the D in blue. Click on it, and immediately you click on it, it's going to tell you that you are now following Design Gate, right? Okay. So once you click on Design Gate logo, it simply means you are following me. Now, what does following me means? It means that anything I do, you will see. So if I move back, you are going to see. If I zoom forward, you are going to see. Okay, you are going to see exactly what I'm doing. Even if I pick a text, a design, and I start doing it, you are going to follow me. You are going to see it. If I zoom inside it, you will be there. If I zoom out, you'll be there. That is how to what? Follow someone. So in case you are in a team and you want to see what someone is doing, instead of shouting, which page are you on? Because there are some design files that might be up to 100 pages. And if you're on page 1, you won't see someone on page 10 or page 2. So instead of shouting, which page are you on? You just what? Follow the person. Once you follow the person, even if the person is on page 50, it will take you to that person's page. Are we together? The next thing you probably want to learn is something called quick chat. Quick chat. So sometimes if you are not on call, actually you can make calls on Figma, but I prefer using Google Meet since we are doing something visual as well. So if I want you to see something, you can go to Google Meet. So if we want to do something, let's say we want to just do some quick chat. So here is quick chat. Hope you are following me, guys. Make sure you click on the Design Gate logo and follow me so that you see what I mean now. So to do a quick chat, it's just, sending a quick message to someone. Like the name is quick chat. So the messages, they are short. All you need to do is to press the / key, the / key on your keyboard, press it, and then you can type hello. So press this and type hello. Press this / key on your keyboard, then type. Okay.
We can't see what you're doing.
Awesome. Okay, that's because you are not following.
Sorry, sir.
If you follow me, you will see what I'm doing.
Sir, I'm lost, please, sir.
Follow me. Click on the Design Gate
I'm
logo.
lost to my network.
So click on the back.
I've done that already.
Click on the / and type something. Okay. Once you click on the /, okay, Rema is there. Once you click on the /, it will give you a bubble to type in. So click on /. Damilare, send the message. Send a chat. Let me see. Damilare, press the / on. Okay, good. I am Conqueror. Abi, I am Conqueror. I am Conqueror. Type a message. Let me see you.
I've been typing. I've been clicking on it. It's not working. No.
It's not working. It's you that is making it not to work. Press the. Would you know the / key on your keyboard?
Maybe is this one here?
Close to what?
The one I highlighted. Eh?
Which is highlight? On your keyboard. Wait till I am Conqueror already.
I'm coming.
Okay. On your keyboard, press the /. Just imagine. Why are you picking text to?
Yeah, I've made mistake.
Okay, Liberty is there. Liberty, I can see you. I don't leave you.
Please don't leave me. Let me get this star.
If you cannot get this, buddy.
Kupari, please, sir.
You don't know where / is on your keyboard.
Sir, Godwin.
/.
The messages, Debbie, the messages don't drop anywhere. So as you are typing it, I'm seeing it as I'm reading. It's a quick chat. So the message, only you like chatting. When I don't, they ask where the message they drop. The message no they drop anywhere. It's quick chat, okay? Floating chat. As you are typing, the person is seeing it. I know the answer they
Have you
drop.
seen me?
Conqueror, why are you using comments? Who sent you to comment?
I don't know.
Which one
You
is you
said
don't know?
forward slash.
Your system get keyboard.
Yes, it has.
You know where forward slash there for your keyboard.
No, I don't.
Do you know what the forward slash is?
Okay. I've seen it. Let me type now. I've
Just
pressed it
imagine.
now.
Just imagine.
Have you received any message?
I've seen it.
Sorry, sir.
Eh?
Thank you.
You are not welcomed. Let's I can't stop laughing. Okay, now this is how to do, how to chat with people. So if you want to chat with someone, now again, no, don't go and mumu yourself. Let's say you're working on a page like 20 pages or even 2 pages, and the person you want to chat with is on page 2. You can't do page 1. They do forward slash, they type. Now only you they see amo. So don't go and get angry with someone or irrelevant. So if you want to chat with the person, you try as much as possible to click and follow the person to show the person that you are, so that you'll be on the same page where the person is. So you just do your backward slash and you type something. And if you type like low, you can enter everything you want, and that is how you type. Okay. So we've learned something now, 2 things now when working with a team. We've learned how to follow each other. Okay. How to follow each other. Also, this one, the follow we are talking about here. If you follow person, the follower count, they increase. So this one will be Twitter follow. It's just to follow the person, and see what the person is doing. Before I come here one day and see people say, following me, follow for follow, follow for follow. No, this one is not TikTok, follow for follow. This one is just to follow and see what the person is doing. Okay. So we are going to do some exercise, quick exercise. Everybody type hello with quick chat. I see those ones. Breeze don't blow. I am Conqueror. We are still waiting for you. I am Conqueror. Don't go chop. Okay. So sometimes it's always good to practice this thing. Okay. So the next thing we want to do, please, if you're on Google Meet and you are chanced and able to join us on Figma, please do. Okay. So everyone, remember, we are going to design a simple button. So everyone come to Google Meet. Okay. Come to Google Meet quickly. So this is what we are going to do. You see this page? I'm going to call it playground. So we are going to do playground. Playground is where we come together to play. And aside that, every one of you here, you are going to click on this plus sign later and create a page and give it your name. Okay? Create a page, give it your name. Now remember, one of the components you are going to be designing a lot, okay, is a button. So I'm going to repeat how to design a button for you, and then we'll do it together. That way we are learning faster. So everyone come to Google Meet now. Come to Google Meet. Remember, if you are the one that added that page too, go and give it your name before another person carry the page. But let's come to Google Meet first. Okay, let's come to Google Meet. Okay. So here we are on Google Meet. If you want to design a button, buttons are those components you see on all products. They are everywhere because they are the ones used in driving what action. So if you want to design button components in 2024, before now, the way people design components button is maybe you type in, let's use buy now. Okay, you can clearly see that I'm not seeing what I'm doing. So I'll hold down and zoom in. Okay, I'm zooming in. Okay, once you type in buy now, the next thing you want to do is to set the size. Now, for most products, your button size should just be about 14 to 18. 14 to 18. I'm begging you people, I'm pleading and I'm bleeding on top of my pleading. Please and please, I don't want to see anybody, either now, tomorrow, or forever, so far as you are related to TerraSkill or affiliated to TerraSkill, I don't want to see you. go and design button of size 24, or you are using font size 50. Maybe later, let's say you are designing something and you are trying to use neo-brutalistic style, or you are designing something and you want to use big typography. I understand. But right now, I'm not going to understand. So anytime you are doing your buttons, please maintain font size between 14 to 18. 18 is you like trouble. 18 is that you like trouble. The usual size is 16. Then if you want it to just be a little bit smaller, you use 14. Okay, so for this, I'm going to use 16. Enter. After typing this, the next thing, anytime you are working with typography, immediately you finish font size. Another thing you should take note of is your line height. Don't always leave it for Figma to use automatic line height. Godwin, go to Google Meet. All of you here, come to Google Meet so you see what I'm doing. So, now, immediately you finish typing, the next thing you should do is your line height. Now, we've been using the 8-point grid. So for my line height, I'll just do whatever my font size is. That's 16. I'll add 8 to it. 16 plus 8. Okay? That will give me 24. So I have a good line height here. So remember, I typed, set the size to 16, set the line height to 24, and instead of regular, I'm going to use semi-bold. Okay? Now, the next thing I want to do now, some people before now, when they want to design a button, after typing this, they will come and draw a rectangle on top. Okay? And maybe push this rectangle to back and then group the two of them. Please, I am begging you, with whatever you hold dear to your heart, don't do this. Instead, the way you design, okay, the way if you are getting lost, is from your network, because I think I'm extremely slow to this explanation, and I've not done anything aside typing. It's because you people you're on Figma instead of being on Google Meet to watch what I'm doing. I told you to move to Google Meet so you see what I'm doing. If you're on Figma, there's no way you see what I'm doing. You only be seeing the effect after I've done it.
We can't see the video of what you're doing, sir.
On the screen.
I can see it clearly. I can see everything, sir.
If you're on Google Meet, you should be able to see me clearly, but you can still hear me. So I've given this size 16, and I've used semi-bold as the style. And my line height, I basically did 16 plus 8, which is 24. Which means if I'm using 18 as my font size, I'll just do 18 plus 8. If I'm using 14, I will just do 14 plus 8. Okay? Any number you are doing, I'm talking about the chatting as we've left chatting. I'm not chatting again. Okay, by now. So immediately you finish, when you are designing a button now, okay, immediately you finish typing, what you want to do is to click on Shift A. Shift A, we put this in an auto frame. Now, I hope you are watching. Let me delete this ellipsis, okay? If you are on the layer panel, you find out that I just have this text that says by now. Immediately I do Shift A, is going to add this thing in a frame. You can see I now have frame 1. I can name this BTN. Now, if I open up this frame, you will now see the text right there. So you can see auto frame. That's what I want you to be using, auto frame. Now, for the frame part, we are going to increase the space inside it, okay? So space inside a content is called padding. And you have the left, the right, the top, and the bottom. And immediately you add your auto frame, you are going to your auto layout, you are going to see this auto layout property here, okay? You are going to see this auto layout property here. It is not here. This is frame. We are looking at here, which is auto layout. It is not layer, it's not layout grid. Auto layout, just this section. You can use here to move this to the left, to the right, or to the center, okay? So what we want to do is to come here. For now, horizontal padding, let's use 32, okay? We are going to use 32 for horizontal padding. And for the vertical padding, we are going to use 16, okay? And for the line spacing, since there's nothing inside, let's make it 0 first, okay? That space between. So we want to use this direction, okay, horizontal layout. Now, we want to go to corner radius and let's put 8. For the color, let's go to fill, okay? Let's go to fill, and I'm just going to make a black one here. Okay, a black, and then I'm going to select my text and make my text white. Okay, so this is a simple button. Instead of 8, let me go and make it 4. The corner radius, let me make it 4 instead of 8. Okay, the corner radius, let me go and make it 4 instead of 8. So this is a simple button design that you can put on any product and use it. Okay, so right now I'm going to name it Design Gates BTN. Design Gates BTN. Okay, so everyone meets me on the playground. You have 5 minutes to redesign this button. Okay, 5 minutes to redesign this button. And if you have questions, you can ask and a colleague will answer. So everyone come back to Figma, design this button sharp, sharp. So make sure you don't carry another person's design. I'm watching everybody's movement. Five minutes. So we are stopping immediately is 6:42. Godwin, why are you drawing a frame? Godwin, unmute your mic.
Sorry, sir, mistake, sir. I'm deleting now.
Please make sure you are on the playground page. Make sure you are doing your design on the playground page. Don't design it inside your own page yet. Come to playground and design it. If I delete your design, know that you are doing the wrong thing. Just like I'm deleting this Okpeyemi's box. Okay, we have 2 minutes more. 2 minutes more to round up.
Oh man.
Anyway, the two God win, and I am conqueror. You people should go down on your knees and receive the Indaboski mantle, because I don't know. I don't know
Sir,
what people are
I
doing.
tried twice to delete it, sir.
Yes, I'm even about to delete
Sorry,
these
sir.
ones. You people need the
What's the trick
Ndabuski
behind
man too.
this thing?
You people don't pay attention. Eh? Anyway, everyone, thank you. This class now, this next explanation is specifically for the Godwin, the Conquerors. So the two Godwin and I am
Thank you,
Conqueror.
sir. Thank you, sir.
And every other person here that is hiding somewhere, we know Sabi design this button. Better come to Google Meet now. Come to Google Meet. Now, I just told you, the funny thing about this I am Conqueror is, I just told you guys something you should not do. I am Conqueror, go carry that thing for head. They repeat them. But I will not, it's not a problem. This is the first time, okay? So we can look over it and, But by next 2 weeks, if you are still designing like this, I go just lock you outside. You go the day outside. I told you people, just because you see this black and this white, it does not mean you are drawing a rectangle. Okay, make sure you're on Google Meet and following. You are not drawing a rectangle. You type your text. Let me type buy now. Okay, after typing, I want to set the size. Okay, let me go and set the size. Instead of 12, let me make it 16. And the line height here, I hope people have seen what I'm doing and following. The line height here, please don't watch and go to Figma and say you want to do. No. Watch it, then when I say go to Figma and then do it. After putting the font size, I put my line height 24. How did I get 24? I added 8 to 16. Now, after doing this, this is my text. Godwin, this text no get rectangle where you want color. Don't come and start dragging it here so that you can expand it. And no way, don't do this. Instead, immediately you finish typing, you do Shift key plus A. That is auto frame. That's auto layout, okay? Shift plus A. If you've been working on the Spendy app, we would have been using this auto layout. So select the buy now, do Shift A. Immediately you do Shift A, it will give you that box. This box you are looking for, it will give it to you. Okay? What you now want to do is to increase the padding. You can see the padding. You can see the spacing between the buy now and this black is much. So you want to increase the padding. To increase the padding, you come under auto layout setting. You see this place where you have horizontal padding, make it 32. Now this place where you have vertical padding, make it 16. Then you can now go to color now, fill, add the black fill, okay? Add the black fill, and then select the text inside, add a white fill, okay? Then select the frame again and go and add a 4 pixel corner radius, okay? So those of you that didn't get it the first time, if you got it, move your design to your page. If you didn't get it, please redesign it. Your time starts now. Okay, don't forget this text, okay? This text, we are using semi-bold of regular. We are using semi-bold, okay? So for those of you that got it the first time, congratulations. You've done well. Your village people is proud of you. So make sure you save it inside on your page. And let's see. I'm going to give you guys a quick test. So for those of you that have completed this, Come copy this to your page and redesign it. Okay. So you are free. You can select these things and check their sizes. Okay. Select the text, check their sizes, check their color, but repeat this design. Okay. So what I want you to do, I know some of you will come and steal this design, will carry it, but please don't carry it. Come to this design, copy it, select it, copy it, go to your page and paste. Okay, copy it, go to your page, paste, and try to design it. Okay, that's your second exercise for tonight. And by 7 we'll be going. But even if you're not done by 7, make sure you finish it tonight, because I'll be checking it. Some of you have started moving it. I just said select this newsletter, Control C, go to your page, Control V. I didn't ask you to select each and every one of the elements one by one. Who is moving it? Eh? Yes, I said copy this promo page. Copy it. I don't know who is moving it. Just copy it. Copy it. Go to your page and paste it. Redesign it. I didn't say copy a wolf promo. Copy the entire design. Oh yeah. Everybody. You don't do. Mona, no verse. Sorry. Let me paste it on your pages. No verse. Okpeyemi, I pasted the design on your page. So go and redesign it. Meanwhile, this your button. You have used the 14 as your border radius. I used 4, not 14. Rema, go to your page. That page that you named Rema. I've pasted it for you as well. So redesign this. If you are not Rema, don't go to Rema's page. I beg. Edwin. Okay, Edwin, don't carry him. Damilare. Okay, Damilare has it. Those two Godwin, please, me una they add on a surname, man, know who we who. God. Alabi Stephen, welcome. May we share the grace in fellowship. Alabi Stephen, you joined us when we were sharing grace.
That you have not pasted for me. Oh.
What is your name? Konkaro.
From Konkaro.
This is your name, eh? I know they're going to tease you when we're for school. So Konkaro,
Okay,
I've pasted.
I've seen it. Thank you.
You can design on the paper. Anytime I hear Konkaro, it's that Konkaro paper that comes to my head. Okay. So Alabi Stephen, you just joined. Anyway, make sure you rewatch the videos. I think it will be shared on the group. Make sure you rewatch it. Those of you that just open page and you call it page 9. I'm deleting any page we no get name. So I'm deleting page 9. Any page we no get name, I'm deleting it. Page 8 as well. No name. Deleted. So if you're adding a page, make sure you name it, okay? Give it your name. And then if you are here waiting for everybody to finish designing, so you can go and steal it and paste on your page, you are deceiving yourself. So, Godwin Ehapa, what are you still doing on this playground page? Go to your page, carry everything to your page. Anyway, if you have question on this, don't forget, you can always ask your. Remember, if you check that design, everything is auto frame. There is no ordinary frame anywhere. So make sure. So this is the process, okay? Everyone, come to Google Meet. Let me show you the process so you can easily design it professionally. Okay? So what you want to do, Okay, let me remove all these things. Everyone, come to Google Meet. Let me show you what's happening. So you type AWOOF promo, okay? After typing AWOOF promo, you give it the size, you give it the line height. Then you type get ready, blah, 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 get 50% off. You give it the type, you give it the line height. Then you select the two of them and put them inside an auto frame. And this auto frame line spacing should be 4. After you've done this, you are done with this section. Then you come to this section. For this section, design your button as usual. Type Shift A, auto frame, get your button. Then pick your text to type your email, auto frame it as well, and then give it like a height of 250 or so. Sorry, a width of 250 so that it's longer a little bit. Now you select this one, select the button, and do auto frame. Now on this auto frame now, you are going to give it corner 8, padding 8. Don't forget this email too has a padding of this email has a padding of 16. Okay, so make sure you do that like that, so that so immediately you are done with this. Now you select the two of them. Okay, you select the two section. Now do another Shift A. Now it is this final Shift A that you are going to color white. Then you add padding to it. So you want to go ahead and add padding there. You want to add 32. Then the space between them, you want to use 40. And then the corner radius is 16. Okay, so this is how you get there. Make sure if you don't know the font size, just double click inside and select and take a look at the font sizes. Okay, your time starts now, and good luck. So we are officially done for today, but make sure you finish this before you go and rest. Okay, I'll be checking each of your pages to make sure you are following along. Okay, so I'm going to disconnect the Google Meet now.
Sir, one question. Sir,
Okay,
one question. What's
okay,
your name,
go ahead.
sir? What's your name?
My name Wills.
Wills.
Yeah, God's will without the gods.
Okay, God's will. Okay.
Yes. So I removed the gods. It was putting me into big wahala. So anybody that asks
Into
me,
okay.
anybody that asks me for my name, when I say God's will, they'll be like, Akpabio. I say no, not Akpabio. So I don't know whether not only God's will Akpabio the answer supposed to answer God's will for this Nigeria. And also when I'm in when I visit when I see people from central Nigeria, if I tell them my name is God's will, even if I repeat it 100 times, they will still call me Godwin. So I could just say my doing beliefs. So, but it's still God's will. That's my name. Okay. See you guys. Any question? Any question or any clarification? Please do this design before you leave here, before you leave Figma this night. I'm watching your frames. I don't pin this monitor, this screen from my other monitor. I'm watching your screens. So make sure you do these designs. And, you know, so we have these 2 buttons design, and then this. Go to your page. You have pasted it on your page. Rema, the design is on your page.
Sir, I have a problem.
What is the problem?
So when I checked your page here while watching the thing, the video, I saw frame, but on my own, I can't find frame. The only thing I saw was Leah, text, inter, regular, auto, but I can't find frame.
Have you added the Shift A? Have you pressed Shift A to add the auto frame?
Hello.
Besides, I only have power to answer questions. I don't have power to solve your problem. For problems, meet God. For questions,
So
bring it.
That's why you are here.
I'm here for questions, not problems.
You can. You're a good teacher. You are here for us.
Hello, sir.
Okay, guys. Yeah. Even.
Sir, are we going to get this video so I will use it to do the assignment?
You too like just do the assignment now. Abi, you just the join.
No, I joined my network. It's raining where I am, so my Glow network was shaking. I just came in again.
The program coordinator will share the video in the link.
Okay,
In
sir.
the group link. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
But if you just close eye, do this design as in the hot, it's not difficult. But if you want the
It's
video,
not
yes, you can always watch the video.
But it's not. But am I going to see it in my Figma page?
If you're on this page, this team project live session, this is where you're going to find it. Make sure you come here and create your own page. Okay, you can see everybody with their page name. So click on this plus. What's your name? Prince Willie Bekwe. Prince Willie,
Yes,
don't
sir.
have it. So I'm creating your own page for you now. So I'm clicking on plus. Let me type Prince Willie Bekwe. Let me paste it for you there. So it's on Prince Willie Bekwe. Okay, I pasted this for you. So once you come on this file, look for Prince Willie Bekwe.
Okay.
Okay, please. Any other question? Don't forget, as you are watching those videos, always write down your question. Okay, go ahead.
Concerning the Promo Awoof page, in our page, how do I, because what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to create another page that will start designing it. I'm unable to do that. I don't know what to do. Am I to click the plus sign for another page on my page?
Where you did? What's your name?
Godwin.
Godwin or Godwin body?
No, Godwin, not Godwin.
Godwin
Sir.
body. What are you saying? Start typing now. Pick your text to type Awoof promo exclamation mark. Type the next one. I just explained the flow for you guys.
No,
all these white spaces you can design anywhere.
Sir, sir, can you hear me?
I'm coming. Godwin, pick text tool and type Awoof promo. Yeah, even you type slow. Some of you should go and increase your typing skill.
So, sir, please, when I log in my Figma, will I see the assignment here?
Yeah, if you log into Figma, go and join. Go and look for the TerraScale Figma Bootcamp.
Yes, I have it.
If you open it, you see the file name. The file name is Live Sessions.
Okay, sir.
Oh yeah, Godwin.
Yes, sir. But sir, this is not desktop, Abby. This is not desktop frame. We are not using desktop frame, Abby.
No. I just told you guys that you are not supposed to draw any frame. All these things, they are auto frame. You have to. It's the content that will determine the frame.
240.
Now,
okay.
No. Godwin, remove that auto frame you just added. Control Z. You have not given it the size. Go and check the size is there. Then give it that size.
240. Yes. I tell her.
Select the Awoof promo itself, not the entire box. What's the size? Repeat that same size. You can move your text now so you can design free. So do them one like that and group them logically. You can open up this newsletter and open it up and investigate. Now everyone come to Google Meet because I'm leaving the class now. If you open up that newsletter auto frame, if you investigate it, you find out that we have the first auto frame, which is basically holding the Awoof and they get 50%. That means after typing Awoof and get 50% separately, select the two of them and add an auto frame. Then the next thing you have here is another one here. You have an auto frame for the email, an auto frame for the button. You select the two of them, add an auto frame, which will be the subscribe button. Then you select the subscribe form and the content form, add another frame, which will give you the newsletter sign up. So the video link will be shared so you guys can practice. Okay. Have a nice day, everyone.
Okay,